Girl Bella.
Hi babes, it's me, Shannon for Brown Girl Bella, back to bring you more lips, lashes, and luxury. If you are new here, this is a luxury beauty and skincare channel, but we handle so much more than that. We have live streams on Sundays and Thursdays, and we have loads of fun in between the makeup. So if you want to try us out and become a member, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I upload or go live. For all those returning, welcome back. I have bought quite a few pieces for my beauty collection, and I wanted to come on today and give you kind of a first impression on some of the makeup that I purchased. So I'm going to dive in and share with you some new ones, plus special shout out to Natasha Denona for her My Dream Palette collection. I have all of the pieces from this collection, so I will be sharing that with you today as well in this video. Okay, so I bought this foundation from Westman Atelier. It is called, because you know they give long names, darling, Vital Skincare Complexion Drops. This is by Westman Atelier. Yes, you're looking at a full-size bottle. I was shocked as well. When I got this bottle, I was like, wait a minute, did I mistakenly order a mini size? No, this is the actual size. Yeah. So they say to shake well, so we're gonna shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And I am curious, one, because it is so small, like what this is going to look like on my skin. And then also I have some drops that I love from Surratt, their Dew Drop Foundation. Mwah! Love that foundation. So it's got a high hurdle, this foundation, to kind of impress me, because the Dew Drops formula in that Surratt is just amazing. It is amazing. So I got it. I got this foundation in the shade 11, which is the same shade that I use for their stick foundation. So I'm gonna tell you, on first blush, this does smell like crayon, melted crayon. Which kind of reminds me of that Natasha Denona foundation that I had purchased a while back. And I will tell you, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that smell. I'm not a fan of this smell. It's not as bad as the Natasha Denona one, but because it's lighter in fragrance than that one. But I am not a fan of this like crayon smell. And that's the only way that I can describe it, is like it smells like melted crayon. Coverage is nice. It's not as it's a light coverage, but it's not as opaque as their stick foundation. Not sure what I think right now. Not sure what I think. It's all over the face, so I have it on. The coverage looks to be even. Actually, yeah, I guess it does look to be even. But I will tell you, jury's still out. Jury's still out. I'm going to use my LYS, which is not new, but I don't have any new concealer. I was going to get the new Charlotte Tilbury concealer. And I may get it when I come back, but at the time of this filming, I hadn't pulled the trigger. So I was like, well, let me use LYS instead. While I was shopping on Ulta's website for some skincare, I did come across this eyeshadow primer by About Face. It is called the Shadow Fix Smoothing Eyeshadow Primer. It is made in the USA and it is PETA approved. Shelf life is 9 months and it is vegan. What they say about this product is that it is formulated to lock down pigment for the long haul. It's formulated to prevent creasing and fading, and you smooth it on under your shadow to increase its vibrancy and really make sure that your shadow has the best impact. So we're gonna try it now. We're gonna put a little bit on our eyelids. And I love, although you see a little bit of the color, it's not going to, like the color is not going to be like so vibrant all over the eye. And as I'm seeing, as I'm now working the product all over the lid, it doesn't give you that opacity that most eyeshadow primers give you. It just looks like your lid. So I'm curious to see how this performs and if it performs well with Natasha Denona, whose eyeshadow formulas are legendary for being a multitude of different finishes. She likes to play around with her formulas a lot, sometimes to the betterment of the palette and sometimes not so much. So wanted to see how this performs with that. And so before I start with the face, I'm going to leave the eyes for last, I am going to put some powder down. Just a little translucent powder to take away any shine from what the foundation may have given me. For my eyebrows, I am going to use the Chanel Stylos Source Waterproof Brow Pencil in Ebony. I recently got this when I did a Chanel haul, and I have to say, I thought that this would be a good product for me, even though the color is black, because usually with Chanel products, even though it's a deep hue, on my skin tone, it comes across not as deep, which is inclusive of this product. I mean, even though it's a black brow pencil, it's sort of like a soft black, so I can wear it very well. I love that because I don't really like my eyebrows to be too pronounced. I like them to be even with the rest of my face, so love that. So now let's get into this Natasha Denona collection. We're going to start off with the face product first, and this is the My Dream Cheek Trio. Excuse me, can't speak today. Natasha Denona My Dream Cheek trio. It is a blush and highlighter palette. I kept the frosting on there so I don't blind you. So this is a cream blush. And here is a swatch of the blush. Here is the cream base, which is called the Glow Cream Base. So that's the Glow. And then finally, this is the Dream Glow, which is also a cream. So that is the swatches of all three colors. And now we're going to put all three on the face. We're going to start off with the Glow Cream Base. And I'm going to use one of my Sonia G. This is the mini base. I'm going to start off with that glow. I'm going to put that here on the highlights as well as some on the cheekbone. So on the cheek and in the upper cheekbone. I'm going to wipe it off with a microfiber towel. And then we're going to go into the cream blush. And we're just going to start to place that on the apples of the cheek first. And then go up slightly. Now I don't know if you see the color. I see it on this end, but through the camera, maybe you'll be able to see it. It's very, very light. So I will say if you are deeper than myself, this may not show up on you. It is very light, and I'm building it up as I go along on both sides, trying to keep it even. But it's very, very light. Wiping off again, I'm gonna go now into the Dream Glow. Now that popped. Very pigmented. What's left, I'm gonna bring it down the center of my nose and in the Cupid's bow. Okay, so the glow, the Dream Glow, very, very pigmented as you can see. But the cheek product, not so much. So if I use this again, I would probably layer something else on top of it so that it pops through a little bit more than what it's doing right now. So that was the blush highlight trio. Now let's go in and do some work with this eyeshadow look. All right, before we get ready for the eyeshadow look, I did want to go in with Victoria Beckham's Satin Kajal Liner. This is in the shade Big. This is what this color looks like. So pretty for like the upcoming fall season. And I thought I would line the eyes. All right, now let's start with these colors. So here they are. And let me talk a little bit about what the colors are from Natasha Denona herself. She says the midi size My Dream eyeshadow palette brings together 15 of Natasha's favorite eyeshadows in a captivating constellation of shades inspired by the elements of life that illuminate and intensify her creative vision. My Dream eyeshadow palette is encased. My Dream Shadow Eye Palette My Dream Eyeshadow Palette is encased in packaging, hand designed by Natasha herself and featuring her own handwriting. So in this palette is 6 pressed powders, 2 cream to powders, 1 multi-chrome, 2 metallics, 2 sparkling duo chromes, 1 high shine foiled metallic, and 1 satin finish. They are on the arm, starting with Black is Black, Aspiration, Serenity, Carpe Diem, and Babies. Next we have Instinct, which is a cream to powder matte medium fuchsia. We have Thrill, a sparkling metallic. Golden Nude Duo with Pink Shift. Unity, a matte medium light pink nude. Risk, which is a metallic medium maroon. And last on this row is Invention, a sparkling metallic tangerine duo chrome with bronze and golden sparks. That's the second row. And then the last row, we have Vision, which is a multi-chrome metallic with shifts of green, pink, nude, and gold. I'll do it here. Edgy, which is a cream powder matte medium dark eggplant. Spontaneous, which is a metallic light pearl nude. Nurture, a matte medium cool nude. And finally, Familia, which is a matte medium caramel brown. Fantastic. These are all of the shades. And I'm going to go into Familia. And with Familia, I'm going to put that right into the crease. Off that brush, I'm going to go now into Aspiration. And we're just going to deepen up the crease and the outer V. I want to get a small defining pencil brush, and I'm going to go in with Edgy, and I'm going to throw that eggplant shade right at the outer lower lash line. For my lid color, I'm going to take this Esom brush and I'm going to go into Spontaneous first. And I'm going to put that all across the lid. Vision. And I'm going to put that concentrated on the center of the eye. I'm going to go back in with that Satin Kajal pencil, and I'm just going to add back in the liner. off the rest of the face now that we have the mascara on with the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Lip Crayon. This is in the shade NP1, which is called Natasha. Very, very light. Gives me almost that real nudie, almost pasty kind of look. Not flattering. So I think I am going to go over this shade with something a little deeper. This is Deep Void by Pat McGrath. That's a little better. Now let's go into the lip color shade, which is 11NB, which is also called Natasha. Definitely need a liner with this if you are my shade or deeper. And then finally, we're going to top it off, also called Natasha. This is her lip gloss. So we're just gonna put that on right on top. Okay, the lip gloss sealed it for me in terms of this look. I do like this collection, but in hindsight, I probably would not have gotten everything in the collection. The standout favorite for me is the actual eyeshadow palette. I love that she designed this with the little black ink dots that actually, you know, feel kind of like inky when you touch it. So cute, so cute. And then even the writing across here has that same like inky kind of touch to it. Really pretty. I love that it is pink. Of course, you know, I love pink. But the colors in here are beautiful. I did not know that this Vision, which is the one I have on my lid, I did not know it was going to be such a sparkler. This shade is beautiful. Much like Mother Pat's kind of like Sextrovert, and the other one that has like a sexy name to it. It's in Mothership 8, and then she did another one in like her recent palette, which is like that multi-chrome pink and green kind of dual shade. It reminds me of this, but this leans more green, whereas both of those lean more on the pink side. So I like the fact that I have this one in there and I can play it out with like green eyeshadow and different things like that. So looking forward to playing with this palette more. I also want to try this tangerine shade here. So I'll probably do like these 6 here in another look. But really excited to have this, even though there are 2 repeat shades in here. But I like this because it does not remind me of any of the shadows that I have currently. I love this palette because it doesn't really like scream out to me the other shades that she's done previously. Even though these are reformulated formulas, they are 13 new shades and 2 repeat shades, but they don't remind me of repeat shades. So I enjoy that about this palette. The Cheek Trio, again, I think the blush is a little too light for my taste. I had to go in and play it up with Nymphette from Pat McGrath's blush series. So this, I think, is a little too light, but I did enjoy the cream nude shade. I put that on first in the highlight section, and then I went in with the actual highlight. And as you can see, it really like pumped up the color, especially on this side. You can really see how bold and beautiful that highlighter is. So I love that about it. Just wish that the cream shade was a little bit deeper for those on the deeper side of the spectrum. And again, for the lip colors, I love the fact that she continued the packaging kind of theme throughout the whole collection. I like the lip gloss along with the lip color, but again, this is too light for me. I would have preferred something a little bit deeper, but I have other lip liners that I can use to deepen this up, so I'm not as concerned as I am about the actual blush. But even with the blush, I can play it up and make sure that it does show up on my skin color. I just would have liked to have not to have to do that. To have to do that means that on its own it does not have the staying power. And that's it. That is the final look for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are not yet subscribed, please consider doing so by hitting that subscribe button and then tapping that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I upload or go live. Until next time, you have now been Bellafied.